Welcome NBA fans to an amazing video about a potential legend. You must have heard this name before, right? Lonzo Anderson Ball, an American national basketball player. He plays for the New Orleans Pelicans NBA team and is one of the most famous athletes in the US. Thanks to his matchless accuracy in throwing the ball, this tall fella caught the attention of people around America and the rest of the world. Since his college days, he has been playing basketball. Before being picked for the NBA Los Angeles Lakers, he spent time with the UCLA Bruins. Lonzo was also selected to the second NBA All-Rookie team in 2018. Throughout the United States, his excellent abilities in the field are remembered. For young adults, Lonzo has been a great source of inspiration. There's still a lot most people don't know about the oldest Ball brother, so we will be counting down the top 10 things you didn't know about Lonzo Ball. For a chance to win the latest iPhone or latest PlayStation console, comment the keywords displayed on the screen later on in the video. Shout out to Derek Sepulveda. Thank you for your support. I always do a random shout out of a subscriber. If you want to get a mention in the next video, subscribe now. Be sure to stick around till number 1. You don't want to miss it. Number 10, playing ball at 2 years old. You hear tales about pros like Jimmy Butler not picking up a basketball until they're in middle school. But when he was just 2 years old, Lonzo began playing basketball. Usually at 2 years old, the body is going through drastic changes, but a child cannot usually control themselves. But yet Lonzo was literally preparing for what he is today. His father made sure to give him a good prep for when he gets older. His destiny had been chosen for him by his father, LeVar Ball, to become a basketball player before Lonzo was even born. He idolized LeBron James, who he began following around at age 6, and when James was a first-year NBA player with Cleveland. Number 9, high school star. Everybody knows that Lonzo Ball was a star in high school. He attended Chino Hills High School, located in California. Lonzo played basketball during his school days and was named Naismith Prep Player of the Year 2016, Morgan Wooten National Player of the Year 2016, USA Today Boys Basketball Player of the Year 2016, and Mr. Basketball USA 2016. He led his school team to victory multiple times and also won several coveted awards, making the management of his school overwhelmed with joy. As a junior in 2014-15, he averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9.1 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals. In his senior year, he led the school to a 35-0 record and a state title, and the Huskies were ranked the consensus number 1 team in the nation. By the end of the 2016-17 season, Ball's average score was 14.6 points, 7.6 assists, and 6.0 rebounds, which made him the only player to average 14.7 assists and 6 rebounds. Not only was he part of his undefeated school team, but he captured the national championship. Lonzo smashed the UCLA record for the most assists in a season during his freshman year in college. Number 8, Big Baller Brand. You may be surprised to hear that on top of being a basketball player, Lonzo has a majority stake in his own business. Most people are under the assumption that LeVar Ball is Big Baller Brand CEO and majority owner, but that is simply false. At 51%, Lonzo Ball owns the largest percentage of the company, with a combined 32.7% owned by LeVar and Tina Ball, Lonzo's parents. On its original website, the Big Baller Brand confirmed a soft launch in June 2016. Limited sports clothes, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, and shorts, were initially marketed by BBB. Lonzo ended his partnership with Big Baller Brand co-founder and family friend Alan Foster in order to enrich himself after suspecting Foster's involvement in $1.5 million lost from his personal and company accounts. Number 7, he had to hide the BBB tattoo. Since the NBA prohibits players from displaying any commercial brands that are not partnered with the league, Lonzo was forced to hide his Big Baller Brand tattoo during games. In the beginning, he used athletic tape or bandages to cover it up, but after he separated from the brand, he covered it up entirely with a new dice tattoo. According to Lonzo, his cover-up was done because the original tattoo reminded him of Alan Foster. However, LeVar claimed Lonzo had planned to get the tattoo covered up because he didn't like the fact that he had to cover it up with a bandage during games. Number 6, his music career. In 2017, his first single came out when he released Mellow Ball 1, named after his younger brother LaMelo. He released his second rap song, Zoe 2, later that month. It initially appeared to be a marketing scheme for his business brand, but on February 15, 2018, he released his first album entitled Born to Ball, so it was figured that he was really passionate about a music career. The album was hardly a hit under his name Zoe and had trouble climbing the charts, but at least among NBA fans, it was still decently successful. His second album, called Bounce Back album, was released in June 2020 by Ball, which includes appearances from his brother LiAngelo, rapper Enzo, McFly, and former teammate Lance Stevenson. Not only was he a part of music, but he had also made an appearance in TV shows, including Fuller House 2016 and Droppin' Cash LA 2018. Number 5, his shooting abilities. Even before he started playing in the NBA, several commenters on the prominent sports network began to pay attention to the unorthodox and awkward shooting form of Lonzo and questioned whether he would be able to pull it off. It was clear that something wasn't right with his shot. He was shooting brick after brick. Lonzo Ball, with all the tools to become a superstar, except one, came to the NBA. He's a potentially elite playmaker, one of the best league-wide rebounding guards, and an excellent defender. Lonzo worked hard during the offseason, and this hard work paid off tremendously. If you see footage of Lonzo's shooting form before and after, you'll see it's now much cleaner, simpler, and the results were evident on the court. If you have thought this was interesting, wait till you hear number 1. Number 4, his GPA. For many young athletes, education is only an afterthought, but as a 4.0 GPA student in high school, that definitely was not the case for Lonzo. He was a really committed student and he enjoyed spending time learning after each workout. This dedication has a lot to do with how his father raised him and his brothers, since he always expressed that even though they had promising basketball careers, focusing on school and having good grades are just as important. His intelligence was not limited to the classroom because, according to his coach, Lonzo could remember everything he was taught on the basketball court. Number 3, his relationship. Not many people know that he's also a father. Lonzo's daughter Zoe, Christina Ball, was born on July 22, 2018 to his longtime on and off partner Denise Garcia. They both met at Chino Hills High School and began dating in 2014. For almost 4 years, he and Denise had a special relationship until the summer of 2018 when their relationship began to deteriorate. Lonzo made it official in an interview with Big Boy that he and Denise had crossed different paths. They both followed each other on Instagram in early 2020, so maybe they will reconcile in the future. Number 2, his family. Showcasing Lonzo's father's career, he played in the Washington States. Standing at a height of 6'6", LeVar played for teams like Cal State, Los Angeles. In addition, he was at Long Beach City College playing American football. He also had a record of playing football as a tight end for the London Monarchs in the World League of American Football. LeVar is currently living his life as a businessman. He is Big Baller Brand's co-founder and CEO, which is a brand of sports apparel, and is also the founder of the Association for Junior Basketball. His partner, Tina, also played basketball for Cal State Los Angeles. Number 1, he wears number 2. You might have thought it must have been because he started playing basketball at the age of 2, but that is not the case. Lonzo fell in love with number 2 as that was always his number growing up in schools. While attending, he was the second person named and second in everything else that required an alphabetical order. It's also relevant because it's the number Derek Fisher wore during his NBA career. So which one of these things was most interesting to you? Do you think he will get as good as his idol LeBron James? Comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Also, check out one of the amazing videos on your screen.